Shay Johnson from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. This is my first time Global Grind.
Yeah, you're a newbie to Global Grind, right?
Well,
we are so happy to have you here, that's for sure. There's a lot, definitely a lot for us to talk about.
Yeah, let's get to the tea.
Let's get right to it. Let's talk Scrappy. Oh. Let's start at the beginning, right? Like, how do you know Scrappy? How did you meet Scrappy?
I met Scrappy through a mutual friend almost 6 years ago. He reached out to me. He was trying to holla, but we decided that we were better off as friends.
When was it that you realized that you had feelings for Scrappy and you looked at him as more than a friend?
He went through a breakup. He was with someone for about almost 5 years. He came to me for his comfort, and we became even closer. And because he wasn't with anybody, I had went through a breakup also. It just worked at the time for us to get together. As far as I'm concerned, we had an understanding that he wasn't dating anybody, I wasn't dating anybody, and it was just he and I. Unfortunately, that was a lie.
And then you found out that
on the show, I found out at the end of first season that he was dealing with his child's mother a different way.
Do you feel that the way the audience sees it is that you're the side piece?
Well, she put it out there that way, and that's how she feels. So some people feel that way, but then some people can see the truth and see how ignorant she is, and you're mad at me more than you are your child's father who played you. He'd tell you, Shay was not my side piece at all. We were both dealing with this man on an equal level, obviously.
Why do you think he asked Erica to marry him?
He's really into family. You know, he has a child by her, and he convinced himself maybe that it will work, which I knew it wouldn't, because the 5 years that I've known him, going on 6, he always said nothing but negative things about her. Even when they weren't together, he was with someone else for 5 years. She was opening her legs to him, and she was his side piece while he was living with another person. He was with that girl for Diamond for 5 years, and he was still able to go tap whenever he wanted to. So it's like, for you to judge somebody and call them a side piece, knowing you were going back and forth with this man, knowing he had a woman, you're a hypocrite. But what was funny about the proposal, the day that he proposed was the day she found out he and I were dating and sexing. And yet you still said, oh yes, I'll marry you. You idiot. Are you serious? Like, I could not have said yes to that.
You and Erica had this kind of big blow-up situation. Carly was opening a new hair salon. Tracy brought you. And it didn't end too well. Were you surprised that Erica was there? You had not...
I thought we were supposed to sit down and kind of have a conversation on what was going on, because we shouldn't really be beefing over a man that played both of us. That's where my mindset was. But when I got there, I felt her whole energy was off. She was snotty and, yeah, I got something to say to you, and why you got my name in your mouth? No. So what they decided to show was when I just kind of went off and went in. But it took me a minute to get to that point. You know, I don't like disrespect. That was not woman to woman at all. I just kind of wanted to slap her and get it over, because I know you're really a big punk. Your child's father, Scrappy, told me. I don't regret anything at all. My reaction was what it was.
Because the security guards,
they grabbed me and pulled me, but they knew that I would tap that ass. That's why they grabbed me. The thing was, if she would have came at me differently, none of that would have happened. You want your reason to hate me. And I know why you hate me, because I had this with him. I'm not the only one, trust me.
Really?
I'm not the only one.
How many others are there?
I don't know, but he's not ready to commit to anybody right now.
Do you think you could have gotten to a point where you could have even been friends if she had approached you in the way?
No. There will never be a situation with her that I will be. She's nobody I want to be with, hang with, get to know. No, never, ever in life.
You know, they always say you can't go back to holding hands.
I know, right? Yeah.
Can you go back to holding hands? Can you go back to, like, just having the casual conversation with him and maybe even talking about other relationships that you're both in?
At the end of the day, we miss each other as friends, because we had a lot of fun just as friends. When it went to this other level, it just changed.
So there are rumors that you're dating Another man who's another rapper, actually. Jody Breeze.
Jody. I've known him for a few years. He was in the group Boys in the Hood with Jeezy at one time. He wrote for a lot of people. But he's a good guy, and he's been around.
So does that mean you're officially dating him?
I would say he's a good friend.
Friends.
And we are having fun. He has a chance. He's around. He has a chance. And you never know, third season. What could happen?
Do you think you're just getting yourself into another scrappy situation, maybe?
I don't want to be... I'm trying to get out of that stage of putting everybody in the same category. I like to give people a chance. You know, I really do. I want to give everybody a chance. I don't want to just say, just because Scrappy hurt me, the world's going to hurt me.
And last question. I know you can't tell us too much, unfortunately, but give us a little something about the reunion. What can you tell us?
I think, as far as with season 3, there's a couple people I think that's not going to be on the show anymore. One, everybody knows K. Michelle's not going to be there.
Yeah.
But she's going to New York.
Yeah.
Which is hot.
We heard about that, yeah. I wasn't sure if that was confirmed.
I like her personality.
Yeah.
I do. But you know what? K. Michelle and I, we were sitting down. This is interesting. We were sitting down. She's like, Shay, did you hear my song? I was like, yeah, you did good up there, because she did a performance. She was like, no, the song that I talked about you. And I'm like, no, what do you mean? She's like, don't be mad. Don't be mad, but I said something about you. I'm like, Kay, like, really? What did you have to say about me? Like, come on. Like, let's get to know each other before you go there. You don't even know me. But she was like, don't be mad. You know, it's just a song. I talked about you and a couple other people. I'm interested to see what she had to say.
Oh, so you haven't heard it yet?
You know, I still enjoy her music. I think she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
But that don't bother me. Whatever.